me forget. I have inspiration from last time. I need to use it.
Back to Keyanthi.
I need to find a time to use it.
Here you go, here's my friend, Tiffany.
God, it's so creepy. Just the way she described it.
Love it. He's so cute. Hi,
What
friend.
did you give? We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know. See, she's doing the
We
DM
don't
thing
know.
again.
The weirder their arms, the weirder the hugs. But you know what?
Okay.
As long as they're
Sometimes
invited,
she
it's
gets
fine.
away with all this stuff because she's so cute, but then she's like, I'm going to twist the knife inside of your heart. How does that feel?
So that's what makes DMing fun. You get a bunch of knives and you get to stab people and they say thank you and then you're done.
It's probably the only compensation for having a bunch of mulligans like us just wandering around being like, "Oh, hey, you have a plan here. Let's really focus on the squirrel and go the opposite direction of where your campaign is trying to lead us." Guys.
I would just make it about the squirrel.
All right,
Yeah, but
fine. I
I
guess I'll
talked
just
to
make
it.
the squirrel the paradigm upon which this whole campaign shifts. It's a good squirrel. Roll with it.
The squirrel will lead us to the campaign.
Yep, follow the squirrel.
Follow the squirrel.
Well, you're
Welcome to Dungeon Squirrels, everybody.
Dungeon squirrels. Keyanthi, you and Thranion and Ervin and the witch Samira walk deeper and deeper into the forest. The sky brightens in the cold morning light, and you see Thranion take out a timekeeper. Make an insight check.
Oh, we get an inside roll. Okay. Somehow Keyanthi is insightful, don't ask me how. But we rolled a 19. Yay!
Hey.
He is
Hey.
confused. Like, he didn't expect time to go by at that speed. He holds
Very
up his
insightful.
fist to stop the party. Actually, he's at the back. So he just calls out, Samira. And she turns and looks at him. Fly up there and give me a vantage point. And so she just hops on her broom. Aravan remains under her as she flies up. And then there's you.
Okay.
There's this awkward moment with Thranion.
Okay, so what are you so concerned about? Keyanthi will ask.
And he looks at the bauble and says, time isn't moving as it should.
Keyanthi just gonna be like, what?
Then as Samira flies, so like, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna try to be evil Thranion. So he says, Lindario misses you. So does Mother.
Okay. And so Keyanthi is just gonna be like, a little like blinkety blink blink. Wait, time out for me and Tiffany. I forget.
Yeah.
I know we just talked about this privately before this. Keyanthi has never really had any dealings with her actual parents, right?
I mean, like, you see your
Trying to
parents.
remember what Keyanthi would know about her parents.
And you know and remember your mom, but you haven't been, like, particularly close. She's, like, equivalent to business mom who's really busy. Business mom.
Okay.
And she... Now that you're older and you reflect on the past, and, like, you thought your mom just didn't, like, care about you. But seeing all the elements of your family, you kind of piece together that your mom did care about you in her own way, but was actually more afraid to express her true feelings because of the way your family is.
Oh yeah, they're peachy keen, aren't they? Okay, got it. Cool. All right then. So, Keyanthi is just gonna be like surprised to hear the names of her sister and mom. Well, have you seen them recently? She's trying not to act a little excited to hear especially about Dario.
He goes between watching you and Samira, and he says, then Dariel is doing well. She became a professor at the... I keep thinking Star, but I can't remember the name of the school. Well, we'll just say Evertree. Evertree Mage School. And he says she should be recently engaged. So and then he you see him pull out a ledger from his pocket and he goes through it and then he puts it away. Well, she is about to be engaged.
As in, engaged to be married.
Do you know other engagements? Yes.
Well, Keyanthi thought that maybe she was busy doing something, but
Engaged in a good
obviously
cause.
he's gonna be assuming she's not gonna say any words. Because things have more than one meaning, Thranion. Of course she's not gonna say that out loud.
I don't need to talk to someone who doesn't have manners.
Of course he doesn't have manners. He's awful.
Matter.
Anyway.
And if you don't make them matter, then you
Keyanthi,
get
like,
manners.
she, you know, this is like her older brother who's been like over her life, so she can't really talk back to him unless it's like an accident.
Your younger sister, talk back all you like.
Oh, she's still working on
She's
it.
stuck in a bunch of
Mom
Mom.
and stuff.
Let her live. Come on. Anyway, great then. It's like, well, I suppose if I see her, I should give her my congratulations.
And he says, well, I do believe she wanted you to be one of those, and he has to think about it like it's not important to him, maids of honor.
Keyanthi is just like, lights up. She's like, oh, is that so? I guess things have been moving along well since I was chased out.
And, he just laughs. Chased. So then Samira comes down, and he puts a hand out to her. She takes his hand, a little surprised that he's being this way, but she lands in the broom and gets off. And Thranion says, well, this is as good of a time as ever. This is Samira. I wrote it out. I'm gonna find it.
Write it up.
Okay, I can't find it. Anyway, this is Samira. She was handpicked by grandfather for myself from the courts of the Sun Elf Empire. She is quite the accomplished wizard. And while you're off wandering, we were married and she is expecting.
Should she really be flying then?
Although I admit she is not showing. Alright, make an insight check.
Oh, I gotta keep being insightful about my big bro. I rolled an 18 naturally with no effects. So I feel like I did.
Okay, you can tell that he's kind of excited to be a dad. So, yeah. And Samira is...
What does she look like? Is it dark skin?
Yeah, she's dark skin and braided ebony hair. As she had... I mean, she appears foreign. She has unique qualities to her. She's supposed to be kind of Egyptian. I think they have round faces with sharp jawlines and small noses, but I could be completely wrong. It's actually really hard to find pictures of true Egyptian lineages because a lot of people mix lines over there.
Right.
So anyway,
That's a good.
her hair is tied in a lot of small braids. You can tell that her hair would be really coarse and woolly, but she had to braid them into long individual strands. And she has these really striking amber colored eyes. She has this. I mean, she's pretty, but what really stands out is how she holds herself, because even next to Thranion, who has so much presence, she doesn't balk. She has this quiet backbone to her.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't ruffle very easily.
Like, match made in evil heaven.
Yeah, she doesn't shirk under Thranion. She doesn't balk next to him. And your insight can be basically give you that their marriage is a union of practicality, and the union between themselves personally is built upon mutual respect rather than in a form of like romantic love.
I dig it. All right. Okay. So Keyanthi, learning that this is her sister-in-law, she's gonna be as respectful as she can because family's family, even though they might suck. And Keyanthi just be like, I see then. It's so wonderful to meet you, and congratulations to you both.
And Samira has this slow smile come up her face, and then she looks over at Thranion and says, she's polite. I like that. And then she just kind of holds her gaze against Thranion, and he looks back at her, and she says, shall we keep going?
Polite is all that Keyanthi has going for her. All right, let's keep walking.
Hang on, wait, no, how... What did you find from the vantage point? And she says, we are south of the mountain. And he says, no, we should be further than that. She just blinks at him. And you see Thranion pull out a compass and a map and starts looking at the area, and Samira just waits for him to finish. And he looks puzzled, and then he says, try scrying. And so she pulls out this little ball and starts to cast.
And Keyanthi, like, do anything to, like, spy on them a little more, or...
What are you trying to gain information from?
Like, what's up with the mountain, I guess.
Okay. Okay, you want to try to find out what's wrong with the mountain. Alright, so,
maybe, like, leave, like, oh, I know, it's something better. Like, leave, like, a marking that says, this is Keyanthi, save me, and ties it somewhere. I don't know. I feel like we need to, like, leave a clue of where she's at.
Make a...
I should if we find that 20 years from now.
Okay.
20 years from now.
Could be around.
So after... Actually, never mind. There's something else. So you, while they're distracted, you kind of, like, pull up, like, a...
I got a bird that's looking for friends. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can, like, tear off, like, my clothes quietly, or something.
Do you have, like, a ball bearing or a shuriken or something? Or
I
anything?
have a
look
ranger
what I got
for
in
friends.
the pocket.
Unfortunate.
Keyanthi,
Rub
what you
yourself
got
on
in your
trees.
pocket?
Oh yeah, our dogs.
Oh yeah, did you have like darts?
I think I had darts, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of just
on
throw
my
it
sheet.
down.
What's wrong with me?
Throw it in the dirt.
Don't you have like more money than all of us? Just leave coins.
I got more money
I'm
than
sorry, I'm
God.
not helpful.
I mean, that would also work.
Hansel and Gretel really got up in life.
Okay, hey, Keyanthi is going to, like, maybe she has, like, I don't know, some ribbon or something, some string, or...
You
she
do have a
her
lot of
clothes.
ribbon on your outfit, so I'll say you can use that.
Okay,
certainly.
I'm gonna tie it to the dart and then, like, toss it.
Okay,
Quickly.
make a sleight of hand check.
Thank you. Alright, let's roll freaking dice! Ah, oh, that's a nice, handsome number. I think I'm enjoying this. Alright, for the sleight of hand, it's a +4, +17, so 21.
Okay, yeah, they're obviously pretty preoccupied, so you just You just kind of like slip your hands behind your back ever so much. Like behind your back, you can like do this because you're deft with your hands. Kind of do this like stretch yawn thing and kind of flick the dart.
Oh, it's just I'm so polite, you know. I'm just gonna put my hands behind my back and just be like, "Is everything
Yes.
okay?"
And so while you're doing this, Samira's pulling out this like little glass orb. She's focusing on it. You see her eyes glow this soft orange as she starts an incantation. And then she stops and puts the orb away and takes a deep breath. Thranion, we're not on the material plane. And he looks at her and goes, "What?" His brows furrow. How did this happen? And then she looks around and says, "Well, I suppose there would be something connected to the land." Second glance around. I'm not familiar with these plants or this area. Keyanthi, make a history check.
Oh gosh, gotta know things now. Ah, okay, rolled a 2, but I'm proficient in history. Yeah, that didn't help much. I rolled 5 total.
5.
Let it be known, I
5.
did not throw my little dart yet.
Okay.
It's just in my hand.
Okay. So, this is what happens in case you want to do something along the way. So you're like, you think to yourself, there's gotta be something here that's causing this. Thinking dire wolves? Nah, wolves can't change mountains. Can it be like the rangers? No, I don't think they could do something like that. There has to be something else here, right next to the principalities. And then you walk for like a good 10 minutes as Thranion is trying to get the compass to work and the map, and he's having Samira keep an eye on you. And eventually you remember you're right by Tarina's family land. And Tarina, you remember Tarina made a pact with
Okay,
the
I
Fae.
could have just done like a religion check, then contact real check.
I guess it's true.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I guess she didn't really worship the Fae.
Right.
Anyway, Trina made a pact with the Autumn Cord Fae.
Oh gosh, you're right.
And so you can reasonably think to yourself, this is some kind of shenanigans by the Fae. Like, to your knowledge, they can do that, and so you're like, it kind of makes sense to you. And it's getting darker and dark, and well, like basically, you're walking, and at one point, Samira says, "I propose we make camp." And then Thranion just sighs and says, "Fine." So, next you see Samira, she pulls out her wand, which is closer to like a like stiletto blade with a focus in it. And you can tell that she has been trained, that it just kind of like has this dancer's grace to how she conducts her spells, and it's really well. It's precise. She knows exactly what she's doing. And you see this sort of like, it seems like this veil kind of like blankets the area. And like, it seems like something like, it feels like the area is compressed a little. Like sound is trapped in there a little bit. And she casts a second spell, and you see this like soft orange energy coalesce together and form basically like 2-story tower. And Thranion goes to the door. The door is the last to form. It's a tower made of sandstone, and there's a dome top, and it's an elegant tower and has southern continent motifs reminiscent of where she's from. Thranion just opens the door, like, expecting it to be there. And everyone is ushered inside. So you enter this small, like, magic RV camper thing. And inside there's like a little kitchenette and sleeping quarters, and then above you there is a loft. And it's there. And then Thranion sits on a stool by the little kitchenette, and he says to Samira, "Would you give my sister and I a moment alone?" She just goes, "Sure." She's like, okay. So then she pulls out a little stool for you, and then what she does is she has a staff that she had across her back the whole time. So now you see it turn from a snake, from wood to scales to tail to very long snake, and this big snake goes into the loft. And Samira strokes it and says, "Bring him up." And so she has the snake coil around Aravan and bring him up to the loft. And then she goes up after. And it's you and Thranion alone.
Alright, well, Keyanthi is like standing here like she's been invited to someone's house, but she doesn't know what to do yet. Like, do I take off my shoes? Do I wash my hands? Do I say, "Wow, it smells great in here. What are you cooking?" You know? So Keyanthi is just standing there like super awkward, like, this feels very domestic, and I'm a little terrified. I feel scared.
I'm a little scared. And we're gonna go back to the other team.
Alright, we're just gonna stand there awkwardly. Let's go.
Yeah.
Lots to do today.
Luna, you and Gelach are riding home, and you see Ellie and your mom.
Well, hi, guys.
Oh, hello, Luna.
Hey, Luna. Hey, Gelach.
Oh, that's a pretty ring.
Yes, thanks.
And she looks over at Gelach. I see Gelach has a matching one. And then she just kind of puts up her hair casually. Well, we got a message from Herbert. It turns out there's some sort of trouble in the woods. And when she says that, the bracelets you have start glowing.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. And I look towards Luna. Keyanthe's in trouble.
Where did she go?
So it blinks in her color, so we know it's her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where she is? Does it blink faster as we get closer? Or
It just indicates that she is in danger. Luna, you don't know where she is. Ellie, you remember that she and Aravan went for a walk by the Arunal estate.
I mean, shouldn't be too far. Keyanthi was with Aravan, walking around your estate.
well, we know Keyanthe's in trouble, so we'll come back for Ciara.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
last
she
last you guys saw was after we left the
It was at the party, right?
Yeah, it was after the beach party. We were walking back into town, and Rune was like, "Let's go for a walk." And Ciara's like, "Yeah, okay, bye guys."
Last time I remember.
So as far as you guys know, I'm perfectly fine and dandy. Also, where's
Yeah.
my familiar?
Yeah, she's with Lucius, so she should be fine.
Oh yeah, Lucia's perfectly capable. Nothing bad will happen to him.
Yeah, they'll keep each other
they're very
safe.
capable people. There's
He's
nothing
a-
wrong here.
He's a demon.
Just where's the safe?
Yeah, Lucius is a demon hunter.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, and I grew up around this forest. Nothing goes wrong here.
Yeah.
Rolled a 4. It's perfectly safe.
Yeah, and
So we're gonna go find Keyanthi.
There aren't even bears, so we're
and
fine.
as we're walking, I'm like, hey, do you think do you think Airman and Keyanthi think that
Yes.
they'll be? I thought so too. I bet they're kissing right now.
They're in trouble. Showing the bracelet.
And then
Yeah, right. Yeah, we should find them.
Their mouths are sore from kissing so much.
Gelach. Gelach with you, and he's like, well, I hope they're fine.
If she's stabbing, it's like, oh, the implications. It's like, oh, bad kiss. Let's go home.
Yeah, I look at my person. I'm like, yeah, it's for danger, not for
fine.
kissing.
The
Right?
date wasn't bumping, so we gotta go home now and just watch TV.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, it was her fault the date sucked. So
He didn't bring pizza. She didn't bring soda. It was just like, it was a meh. Plenty of Starlight, not enough food.
No food.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you're right back. You come back to the Arunal estate, and it's strange because you see 3 people in the window in Lionel's room. That's kind of weird.
Does Lionel usually have a lot of people over in his? I mean, he's a cool guy.
Not always in his room.
Then, I'm gonna try to wrap it up. So next up, we go over to Jade, who comes to Ciara and Lucia's party, and she comes over and says, "What happened?" She just immediately starts casting, and this little spirit comes out and starts dispersing healing energy in the field.
Back to full.
It heals you
And,
every 6 seconds.
So I,
So you gain 6 points back every 6 seconds. So every 6 seconds you gain health back.
diggity.
and then just FYI, you've been cutting out a little bit for the past minute.
Yes. I
Okay.
got that I get my health back with time, so I got 6 for now, and then I get more later. And that not McKenna mom. Luna mom.
Luna mom. Jade.
McKenna, what's your actual mother doing in D&D? Sorry.
Oh, so when Jade appears, the Ragers part. Lady Arunal. She steps forward. What happened?
And so met some friends. Went for a nice stroll. Stuck our noses where it didn't belong. And let's see. It's Column that I saw. It wasn't okay. Yeah, and so got a little closer to what we should have. And she looks at Jade and she kind of glances around and she's just like, your son's in a bit of trouble. Do you know where he is?
Her face just goes white. Like mom mode. No. I don't. What do you mean?
Well, I doubt that he's I doubt he's going to get himself into the same type of trouble that Uncle Rian got himself into, but he's got some friends he doesn't know he has. And she sort of does this little thing where she sort of flashes her teeth. And she's just like, I'm thinking that if he's not aware, then he'll be made aware soon. So, and she explains a little bit about that they were following Rian had a bad vibe, and so they were following one of the guys on Night Watch. Name again, so that I
Rune.
don't. Huh?
Rune.
Rune. Okay.
Rune.
Rune. Sorry, Colin. Sorry.
It's like ruin because he's gonna ruin his life.
Rune. Yeah. Yeah. So followed Rune and seemed pretty. It seemed like it was going to be a pretty empty night, but then after we investigated for a little bit, saw him feeding off of one of your denizens, one of finer denizens of your community, and when he met back.
You see her just glance at the house. Toria. She motions back. Go check on Toria. And some rangers break off to go check on her house.
He answers to two women. One in red that he calls I don't know, lady or mistress or something or other, and one in green. And she's trying to call up the information, but it's a little bit broken because it's been a minute. It's been a minute in her mind.
It's been a lot. It's been intense.
And
Jade waits.
Yeah.
Jade's patient.
Yeah. And by the sounds of it, they're getting a little bit impatient with him. So if they can't make him come to them, then they're going to take what's yours so that he can take it for the road.
Her face tightens as she listens to your word. Well,
yeah.
They're not taking Lionel from me. So, she gives you... She has a passive type thing she can cast on you. Let me check. Then she stands up and you see her face a tree. And she goes and runs her palm down. You see a, big, thick tree trunk. And as she runs her palm down, this forest energy gathers at her fingertips.
Oh no, I'm missing the flavor.
Forest energy gathers at her fingertips, and this door opens as she casts Tree Stride. And she motions for you to come through. Let's see who else will come. How many can go? Anyways, she sends people to get a head start, and so she puts out her hand next to you. Calm, kind of kneels by Lucius and says, "I'll make sure he's taken care of."
She appreciates that he cast prestidigitation and helped clean him up, but when she looks at him, it's like she wants to say something because she's starting to feel that she's worried about the deal she made at this point, but doesn't really latch on to how worried she is about that. But she just looks at him. She's like, "Yeah, and take care of yourself too. Thank you." And she just does a little squeeze on his shoulder before tromping up to go do some trouble.
You go through the tree, and it brings you 500 feet closer, and then Jade turns into a dire wolf, and we're gonna close all of you. You guys are all closing in on the house.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I sent my familiar out earlier." And she's like, "Oh, wonder where he's at. Hope he's okay."
She kind of gives this, I mean, she's a wolf.
And then, yeah. I was like, "Oh, really?"
To be continued.
Great.
I'm a cat. I found my familiar.
Aww.
Here's his butt.
Yeah.
And it
this
doesn't
time-
belong to
Oh,
another
this is his
person.
butt.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. And this time it's not trying to betray you. Hooray.
Hooray!
As far as we know, it is a cat.
Wonderful. I don't know.
It's a cat.
I don't know how many times have Sherlock betrayed you.
Well, he did. He keeps getting pieces of litter in my bed, so it's pretty bad.
Me too.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
Probably because it gets stuck in their paws.
Yeah.
I use pretty litter, so it's more like sand, and if
I
I
wanted to
just
try
make sure
pretty
that I
litter.
put the kick mat nearby her thing, and I make sure her thing is far from my bed, usually it doesn't get into the room.
That's good of you.
It's
All right.
a-
Woohoo! Tiffany's Congratulations for getting it done. You did it.
Yay! It was a difficult journey, but you
Computers
did
and
it.
technicality and like 5 different cut scene jumps everywhere. Good job. We're proud of you.
I think MVP award should go to Tiffany because like you
I
got
say that every
a lot.
week, frankly.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like you got a lot done. Like you made a lot of you made a lot of traction this episode, even though it felt like you kept on getting stuck in mud.
Our party was split 4 ways.
Ah.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get you guys back together. I know it's hard to like divide.
Don't you
Sessions.
know you never split the party?
Yeah, you get attacked by things.
Yeah.
All right, favorite moments, Michael.
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of really good moments. That death scene with Rian and / Lucius and Ciara, I was like, no, how could Tiffany do this? Not our sweet
Which was a funny character.
Yeah.
It just, that was so sad.
Yeah,
I
I was.
was feeling it. I was like, no. So you can't just die right now. I need you. I was like, ah!
Please don't leave me.
That was good.
Okay, I'm glad you felt things.
Excellent.
Okay, McKenna, why don't you tell us?
Similarly, I really liked the.
You got engaged.
I got engaged.
Excuse me, it's a lot. I got engaged.
Shall we go? Yeah.
But we gotta wait till people aren't dying. Read the room, but yeah,
You're like
I
vibing
like
on cloud 9.
yeah, I like the Ciara being so desperate that she makes this deal with this random eldritch Slenderman buddy.
Yeah.
That apparently she's just bonded to her now. It sounds like. I'm
We
like,
don't even know what she gave.
yeah, we don't know either.
Also, I'm
Yes, you do.
waiting for Luna to like come be reunited with the party. It's like, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, how are you doing, guys? Hi there.
Hi, everyone. Hey, I like your face. Oh, and your hair looks so nice. Hey, what do we should do? Get manicures. What's a manicure? I don't know, but look at my
We
hands.
should do it.
Look at my hands.
And then
Look
no one
at
comes
it.
from
Look at it.
cultures that uses rings, and they're like, "Oh, that's a cool ring."
The camera shoots a wide shot of the forest. I want all of you to look at it.
Look upon me and
Whisper.
Just flirts, fly away.
Look at it.
Kristen.
All right, unanimous decision. It was definitely the death scene. It was just like, oh, the emotion
We like
was
death
there.
here.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Plus, maybe it was just me, but the Olympics were going on downstairs, and it was someone's ice skating program, and it was very sad music playing. I'm just like, oh.
Yes.
So I don't think any of you felt it, but I was like, oh no.
I saw your face, and I was like, oh dang, Kristen.
The soundtrack was kicking in. Plus, Lush's wind towel. He's been there since like the beginning. I was like, "Someone's gonna kill him."
I was like,
distraught.
won't do that? No.
I was distraught.
No.
So yeah, it was just a perfect cocktail. Why?
No one is safe.
Yes. So I'm gonna vote again for the death scene for Ciara's reaction and ending up with a bargain because Keyanthi knows that's like, yeah.
And Ciara just got the creepiest, loveliest hug ever.
Yeah.
I feel left out. I need to make some deals too.
All right, everyone.
We'll get you there. We'll work on it.
now.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for, because that's what we were talking about when Tiffany and you cut out. I was just like, well,
What's
Yeah,
behind you?
Serena.
She's the DM. I'd be careful about your wishes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like
monkey
my
paw, monkey paw.
I mean, I'm Faye, so like, there's probably gonna be some weird stuff.
There's
I don't know.
some weird
You're gonna
nonsense.
be the one dishing out deals.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go. Nice twist.
Oh, I'm your patron.
Oh
Make
gosh.
deals with me!
Imagine that. That'd be fun.
And Serena.
Serena.
Alright, so honorable mentions. I'm just gonna pass them out right
Yes.
now. Congratulations, Luna. You got engaged to your
Thank
boy.
you.
After all these
Your
evil
boy.
ex-boyfriends, you
Oh my
finally got a good one, or he
Should I
finally
invite
got
you
you.
like
I'm not
to my
sure.
wedding or?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll fight your dad down the aisle to see if I can like pass you on. But like, you know, your mom might also like try and fight for that spot, but it's okay. I'll be flower girl, just pelting people with flowers.
Yeah, I'll be
So
picking
that
them up
was-
behind you, like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So I like that the both of y'all just like caught each other. So that's sweet. And you're just like, as ever, impulsive to like, mine.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I want it. Yes. It's like done. Let a boy finish.
Yes,
Yeah, you know that's
I know
Luna.
what you're doing, yes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh look, a ring is in your. Yes. I was actually gonna say, do you know who owns this? Yes! Me now,
I've been
punk.
practicing the spiel for a long time, so you already know the answer.
I've been asking, what should I press this at? But nah. But so love the impulsivity. I like that you're seeing more of that in Luna again. I liked how like Keyanthi is just like trying with all of the poise to like handle the rudeness of her family.
Sneakily.
Enduring all of their animal behavior.
The most polite kidnappee you've ever had. 5 stars on the kidnappee edges list.
You're like Audrey Hepburn in like a monk outfit at this point. It's like, oh, I don't need to be mad right now. You know what you did, and you could have better manners.
I gotta say, there was just a small little taste, a small little droplet of spite that came from Keyanthi, and I'm there for it.
It's
Yeah.
spite with pretty lace gloves, and that
Yeah.
works for you.
That
That's
was
like
the
the
moment.
best.
I was just like, I gotta say something mean. I gotta.
Yeah.
She's
Say
like,
it.
she's working on her rebellion thing, and now she's back in her family. She's like, oh crap. I mean, yeah. I said crap.
The trauma
Spelling too. C-R-A-P.
That's right.
And then Ellie's like
You're
feeling good enough to do
dead.
pranks.
Yeah.
And then you have like little Ellie who's like ready to do pranks again. So like that was a nice little like, ah, I'm glad you're feeling like up to that again. And also, Order was quite rude earlier. He does deserve a bit of a makeover, you know, to fix his
Yeah.
rudeness. Because if any of the brothers have to learn a lesson tonight, at least one of them should.
It's just been curious. We haven't seen him with hair, so I was like, what would he look like with hair?
We gotta figure
There's
this
that wig,
out.
but what about my
Mystery.
masterpiece?
It's just like,
Nice.
And but yeah, with selfishly, my vote's gonna go to me because
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I
deserve
just
it.
like thinking,
Yeah, deserve it.
It was a great moment.
it was
Yeah.
just like thinking back on like all the things that she has talked with Rune and all the questions that she has and all the things that like he's just talked with her about. She's just like, please don't leave me, please don't. I need help. I don't know anyone else would understand this, and I just don't get it. Help! What do I do? Do I beg to your god? Like, what's happening?
help.
How many gods can I beg to? Is there a list?
Do I pray for you? How do I bury you? I don't understand. I can't tell my dad. I have to say hi. That's gonna be awkward because I was a dick as a child. But also, like, thank you so much, Tiffany, for handling all the connection issues, but still soldiering through to the end and not just being like, you know what? Everyone gets to live on a cliffhanger. Live on a cliffhanger. I just can't. Internet,
I
no.
already got there, you know. She just made beautiful stuff to get this.
You know what? Whatever. Magic. You guys are together again. But no.
You know what?
I mean, there's a stubborn streak in me that shows up.
It's like, you know what? You're lost. He's dead. You're married. You're married. You're short.
Get out of my house.
And you know what? He has hair again.
It just grows.
So, I think we're voting that Ciara gets inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, write that down. Sticky note, something.
Ciara, you're an inspiration.
All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Come again.
Until next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hello, this is Tiffany, your GM for Dungeon Damsels. We update on Wednesdays and Saturdays now at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have merchandise on our Redbubble and on links via the link tree. We also have coffee and a Patreon if you wish to donate to us. Please like, subscribe, and comment as we would love to hear from you. You can also find us on basically every podcast platform out there if you can't sit down and listen to a YouTube video. And if you're wondering why we don't stream, it's because my internet can't support it. But regardless, thank you for listening and watching. And remember to be kind, inclusive, and loving.